Multifamily, though, you are now seeing drastic reductions. And here's the cool thing, that has nothing to do with the income, the property's income, what it's pulling in from rents. Its occupancy is the same. Occupancy's dropped 0.5%, doesn't even register, right? It's a rounding error. Uh, Incomes, rents have actually gone up. So if you look at the last 12 months, rents in the US have increased, right? There's one other difference between a single family mortgage and a multifamily mortgage. A single family mortgage, they just look at, can you pay for it, right? And if you can't pay for it, and homes are really expensive, they'll still give you a mortgage because all they care about is, do you have the income to support it, right? Now, for multifamily, as the rates go up, right, as the rates keep going up, the lenders are actually dropping the amount that they're willing to give you for the same property. It's got the same income, so its income hasn't changed. It's got the same number of renters with the same rents, so that hasn't changed. But the lenders are reducing, every time rates go up, they're reducing the amount of loans they can give you, because they have this thing called debt to coverage ratio, which essentially is a fancy way of saying, if we give you $1 in a loan, we want to make sure that the property is making $1.25. Well, now as the rates go up, the property is making less than $1.25, less. That number is going down as rates are going up. And so the amount of money that lenders are willing to give you is going down, which means that it's affecting prices. So I gave you the numbers for single family real estate, that the last 12 months have been 1.8% increase, and basically it's flat. Multifamily, though, you are now seeing drastic reductions. And here's the cool thing, that has nothing to do with the income, the property's income, what it's pulling in from rents. Its occupancy is the same. Occupancy's dropped 0.5%, doesn't even register, right? It's a rounding error. Incomes, rents have actually gone up. So if you look at the last 12 months, rents in the US have increased, right? And they're flat right now, but they've increased over the last 12 months. So rent is going up. Your gross income is increasing in the asset, but the price that you're paying for that asset is decreasing month over month as rates have gone up. Today, we are making offers at prices that are 36 to 37% below peak. And Brett, peak was March of 2022. So basically 19 or 20 months ago was the peak of multifamily. That's when the prices were the highest. From that peak, prices are down 36 to 37%. That's what many people are making offers on. We're making offers at 37% less. Now, that doesn't mean the entire market is down 37%, not even close, because these 3,000 buildings, they're roughly 5% of US stock. So there's 20 million apartment units in the United States, not counting all the single family rentals, right? So the multifamily rentals are 20 million, right? Of them, the units that are distressed are probably for maybe under 100,000 units, right? So less than 5% of the market is distressed. Anybody that has a fixed loan is feeling fine. Rents are going up. Things are okay. They're happy. And the majority of multifamily in the US has long-term rents. So it was really only the property that was purchased in 2020, 2021, 2022 that is going to be distressed in 2024. So it's nice to see that the entire industry has no distress, but these 3,000 properties are distressed. There's going to be a lot of them that are going to come to market in the next 12 months, and people are going to buy them 37% off peak. Now, I'm not suggesting that you're getting a 37% discount, because some of those prices in 2022 were a little batshit crazy. I think you're probably getting a 20% discount, not a 37% discount, but 20% in multifamily is an astonishing discount, because you're leveraged, right? You're using 30 to 40% to buy the building. The rest of it is really a loan. So when you get a 20% discount and you're only putting down 40%, well, that gets you a long way to making an amazing return. So we're going to see incredible discounting in possibly as high as 40% from peak, and some markets might go to 45% from peak, but it'll only last a year. And the reason it only lasts a year is because of what you said, Brett. The expectations are that we've now peaked with interest rates. Wall Street believes that completely at this point of time. You can't find any analyst in Wall Street that believes that we need to raise interest rates, but you can find hundreds of them that believe that rates will go down. Now, just one or two small declines in the rate, maybe a quarter point decrease here and a quarter point decrease there, that doesn't really solve the problem for multifamily. They need to see a lot of rate drops, which is why we think all of 2024 is basically distress / discounting territory. By 2025, we should have enough of those rate cuts so that some of these properties that are in distress might be able to refinance. Their rate caps might get cheaper, so some of them will escape and some of them will not. And that's what's interesting about the marketplace today, that you have this amazing multifamily industry that really hasn't dropped at all in the last 10 years. Prices have really tripled in the last 10 years. And now you have this 1 year window of opportunity where you're paying as much as 37% off list.